Moving on now, the United Nations Security Council will hold an open meeting requested by Russia later in the day. The meeting will discuss suspected Israeli strike at an Iranian diplomatic facility in Syria that has killed at least 10 people. Now, Russian first deputy permanent representative to the United Nations says after the Israeli airstrike, Iranians turned to the United Nations Security Council to condemn this action, following which Russia requested an open briefing of the United Nations Security Council. The Maltese presidency has scheduled it for 3 p.m. New York time or 7 p.m. GMT. In a major escalation in West Asia region, suspected Israeli warplanes bombed Iran's embassy in Syria on Monday. 7 of Iran's military advisors and 3 senior commanders have been killed in the strikes. Israel has long targeted Iran's military installations in Syria and those of its proxies, but Monday's attack was the first time Israel hit the vast embassy compound itself. Some media reports have cited unnamed Israeli officials who have acknowledged the attacks. However, Israeli military has not commented on these reports. Russia is continuing to pound Ukraine. In the past 2 weeks, Moscow has increased its bombardment of power and gas infrastructure across Ukraine. Last week, Russia struck electricity substation in southern Ukraine, which resulted in power outages in the Odessa region. Ukraine's national grid company says that recent Russian attacks have caused damage to the power system, but a total collapse is unlikely. Most of Ukraine's electricity is generated by 3 nuclear power plants, but thermal and hydro generation are key to balancing the system during consumption peaks. However, the war has reached a point where Ukrainian soldiers are complaining about the lack of weaponry. As Russia continues to push through the front lines, Ukrainian soldiers positioned in Donetsk region are finding it difficult to hold their ground. Soldiers of 93rd Brigade say they have fired most of howitzer at enemy's positions along the 1,000-kilometer front line. Ukrainian troops say for every shell that Ukraine fires along the front line, Russia fires between 5 or 6 in return.
The situation is bad. We have few shells. There were few of them before and now we've got next to nothing. What we are given is enough for just half an hour of work at most, for one mission only. It's not like it was before, when we had 3 or 4 combat loads of ammunition, which was up to 100 shells per day. Now we are given just a few.
2 months ago, Russian President Vladimir Putin confirmed that sea-based Zircon missiles are being used in the battle. He has described the Zircon as part of a new generation of unrivaled arms systems. These sea-based Zircon missiles have a range of 1,000 kilometers and travel 9 times faster than the speed of sound. The Kiev administration has stated that since the start of 2024, the city has been hit by 6 other types of missiles. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.